You are watching William Patterson University Television.
Welcome back to SFA Presents, where we exhibit the works of the talented filmmakers here at William Patterson University. I'm your host, Jamie Sharpe, and today we have a very special guest. Not only is this person the Public Relations Chair of the Student Film Association, she's one of the reasons why SFA Presents is back on WPTV6, and the reason I'm filling in as your host today. Please join me in welcoming Johanca Vallejo. Hi, Jo.
Hi.
What's it like being on your show?
It feels a lot different. I mean, it feels good to be on this side of the studio. It feels great.
I'm sure it feels really different. So I was just wondering, what made you join SFA and how has your experience been with it so far?
Well, I have to start by saying when I joined SFA. If I remember correctly, I joined Student Film Association spring of last year, my junior year. 2018, I believe it was. My experience has been amazing. I love everyone there. I love what I do there also. It's a lot of fun, and joining the Student Film Association was like one of the best decisions I've ever made, along with, of course, joining the WPTV Club.
I'm really glad you could be a part of our family. So let's start talking about your movie, Tell. Can you tell us a little bit about the meaning behind it?
So Tell is a very serious poem. It's a very serious film. It's a film about this girl who's just struggling right now with a situation that had happened to her. I mean, she was sexually harassed, she was sexually abused, and this is something that she just cannot get out of her mind. So every night she just thinks about this, and it just eats her alive, really, because the point for her is she wants to just tell somebody. She wants to just have the courage to tell somebody. But when you're in the situation where you have been through this, it's really hard. And anyone who has been through this will understand why it is such a hard thing to just go out and say something.
Okay, so this film was inspired by a poem. Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
It was actually a poem inspired by Miss Susan Greenfeld. It was actually given to us in my class here at William Patterson University. I was taking this Women and Gender Studies class with Dr. Scala, great professor, by the way, and she had given us this poem, and we started to read it, and I just had this visual idea of what it's supposed to look like, and I was like, I really want to make this into a film. And I was really happy at the time that she gave me this poem, because I was having writer's block. I was like, I really want to make a film, I really want to do something, but I have no idea what to do. Why do I feel this way? So as soon as she gave us this poem, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I have to do this. I had a visual idea for it, so I was like, why not? I'll just go ahead and do it. And it actually came out exactly how I pictured it, which I was very happy about.
It's funny where you get the inspiration for like a lot of our films. So this isn't your first film. How does this film compare to the other movies you've made?
That's a great question. It's not that much of a comparison, if I'll be quite honest with you. So I have this very specific style of being a filmmaker. I like to talk about things that no one really talks about, which is the serious stuff. So there's something that I'm really passionate about, is about like social justice, and I'm really passionate about just showing you what really isn't there, or showing you what really happens behind the scenes. It doesn't really differentiate too much with my other films, but one way that it does is that this film was somewhat about sexual harassment and things of the sort, whereas my other films would include just death, or also over like drug use. My last film did actually include drug overdose. So it did tackle that point. And I believe my film before that, While You Sleep, tackled bullying and suicide.
I see. You sound really passionate about all these different films you've made, so why don't we take a look at one of the clips now?
It's 3 a.m. and your eyes search the ceiling, looking for answers. Outside, the world is sleeping. You know he is sleeping. Pause. Replay. What if it had been different here when he first... Pause. Replay. If only you hadn't gone that day. Pause. Replay. No matter, it always comes out the same. You cannot change the ending. The face in your mirror does not smile anymore. Shards of splintered confidence cut from the inside every time you try. You cannot hide from this, no matter how fast you run. Pause. Replay. It wasn't really rape because... Don't make a scene. It was nothing. You were drunk. Stuff happens. Toss it off like a jello shot, like a bump in the road. Maybe it wasn't even rape. Twist it, turn it, try to make it different. Still, it always comes out the same. Pause, replay. Good girls, quiet, polite girls, biddable girls do as they are told. They do not scream inside and vomit their lunch. You're not okay. You know it. This is your chance. Don't blow it. Tell. It sounds impossible, but tell.
All right, Joe, that was an extremely powerful film. Would you consider this a PSA?
That is a very good question. Would I consider this a PSA? I don't think I would. Mm-hmm. The reason why is because I feel as though although it's a different type of art piece, it's not something that I want to, like, I don't know, I think it's about the message that I want to convey in this film. It's not the same as a PSA type of message.
Mm-hmm. Is there a specific message you're trying to get with this particular film?
Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. The message that I was trying to relay with this film is that, although it could be quite obvious to some, just telling is somewhat not enough. You know, I mean, as women who go through this, which happens a lot and more than once, it's really not easy to just open up to anybody, nor is it easy to just open up at all, you know, and my specific message is that, one, you're not alone, and two, you are not what you think you are. You're not, you know, worthless. Like you are something, even though that has happened to you, and you believe that you're nothing. Like, that's not true. And you know, the biggest enemy is yourself. So when that happens to women, when that happens, you know, and it happens all around the world, unfortunately, women see themselves as just less worthy. And so my message is that you're a lot more than that.
It's a really powerful message. I think the lighting definitely had some sort of effect to what you were trying to portray. Can you talk a little bit about the lighting? Like, is there any reason for this particular setup?
So when I had originally imagined the film, I had pictured it, this girl in this bedroom, she's crying, and as the camera lifts up or right to camera movement. It's night, and that's why I used the blue gels, which were actually cellophane. Okay. I actually bought some blue tint, and I just decided to make these weird like gels because I didn't have any. So what I did was I just cut up some cardboard and then I made a circle through it and I just pasted it on there. And then that's what I did when I borrowed some lights, and that's how I got the blue tint. But it's supposed to portray a night scene. I actually also wanted to have like rain to make it a little bit more dramatic. It didn't work out for me, but I thought that the way that it came out was how originally I planned it, and I thought it came out. I mean, I was pretty proud of it myself.
So makeshift gels, that is the college life right there.
Yes.
That's the college life.
It's so easy to do so.
So I heard that you submitted this film to the Passaic County Film Festival. Is this your first time submitting to a film festival? Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
It actually is my first time to submit to that film festival. I was very nervous. I really am still pretty nervous about it. I'm not sure, I mean, whatever happens, happens. I give my all, so I'm gonna be really proud of myself overall.
That's great. So I have worked with you on a lot of different productions, and I see that you follow some sort of pattern. You always do some like films with really powerful messages. Is there a particular reason why?
Well, let's begin with I'm not funny. So I can't not take the comedic side, because as much as I could try to write a funny script, it just doesn't come out for some reason. So that just doesn't happen. I'm not really well with action either, so I'm definitely working on that. And to me, I feel like not only is this specific style really relatable, but I feel that it's just a part of me that wants to really relay messages. Like, to me, it's just like I feel really passionate about film when I have a message to tell, not just make an action film just to make it.
Okay. Yeah, I think you've definitely found like your type of filmmaking that you're really good at. Do you have any advice to new filmmakers?
Being a host on the show, I've learned a lot from other people. It's been really hard for me to find my own message to tell others. But as I would do with just any regular film of mine, I would say don't be afraid to talk about what nobody talks about. Because you may not think it's important, but somebody out there will find it important. Someone is going to be like, hey, I've gone through this. I can relate to what they're talking to, and it's so powerful when you hit a life, a soul that's been broken or whatever has been happening, and they can actually relate to the message that you're trying to relay. It's just the best feeling.
Well, thank you so much for being on our show, Joe. It's great to have the host on the other side of the chair today. So anyway, unfortunately, that is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much to Johanca Vallejo for being here with us on her day off. Thank you so much to our crew for the help, Al Clarke, our studio manager, and thank you for everyone for watching. Remember, Student Film Association meets every Thursday during Common Hour. That is 12:30 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. in Hobart Hall in Screening Room 140A. Also, you can subscribe to the SFA YouTube channel at Student Film Association, our SFA Presents YouTube channel at SFA Presents, and follow us on Instagram at WPUSFA and for more information on the club's upcoming events. Tune in for the next upcoming show.